because sometimes as individuals, we communicate from an emotional place where we have this emotional buildup because these needs they haven't been met for quite a while, and now we're communicating based on all of that flood of emotions at that point. And then sometimes that's not the proper way of doing it because sometimes your message could be unheard or misconstrued or even not received the proper way, right? So you want to make sure that first of all you are in a good place to even communicate these needs when you have this conversation with your partner. So if that standard has been met, starting that conversation, especially one about needs to be scheduled. I think it needs to be scheduled because popping something like that up like that is very important. It's a very important conversation. So just spur of the moment conversations like that probably would not be the best idea because you want to make sure that you make some good time for that allotment of time for that. And then also you want to make sure that your partner makes time for that because that shows both individuals how intentional you are with listening to your partner and actually wanting to reciprocate and validate their opinion, their concerns, right? So scheduling it is that's a definitely a good tip, right? And lastly, you want to make sure that you are communicating everything that you need to communicate in that conversation to your partner and making sure that your feelings, your thoughts, your views, you're not minimizing them, right? Like you're not looking at it as like, I feel this way, but it's not a big deal. It is a big deal, right? Like everything that you're feeling is a big deal, especially from a relationship standpoint, because these are your feelings, these are your thoughts, these are your views, and they should be heard by your partner because essentially that's what you're in a relationship for, is the reciprocation, the two-way communication, the being supported, the being validated by that person that you're with. That's essentially why these relationships are so important, right? So making sure that you are communicating directly your feelings, your emotions to your partner is going to be critical to how that conversation actually goes.